Okay, hello, this is Dr. Neil Youth, and it's 11 2022, and it's 1:25 p.m. Eastern. Partly, just no, it's cleared up. It's sunny and probably I think it's 62. Um, so I don't use this. This is starting to, like, this just hinky in general. So, um, I have my laptop camera does work. So um, I'm going to put that out at night so that, yeah, there's some things. And plus, yes, I, it's not definitely not a sleep disturbance like a certain, and so, yes, I've been to many doctors, many of them. And many of them are in this town, and many of them are aware that there are plenty of people checking all these things medically and what have you. But to say that something can't hurt me is a load of crap. Okay? Perhaps it's not a spirit. Perhaps it's someone telepathically. Okay? There's also things that witches do, and things that masons do, and things that, yes, yogis do, and things that angels do, and things that energy does. So, this was an about face for me. And I'm still a little in shock because, yep, you know, I go to a therapist. Well, this is my thing. I made that last one to make it very clear. Backstory, you can check everything I did. And I know there are, but that's another reason that I'm keeping, yeah, like, yes, I did. I thought might at least know somebody who might be closer to me to at least get some equipment, because I'm sure it's going to pick up activity, but didn't even bother to look at them. Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. I asked more than one source for help because I'm not kidding, and I'm not going to stop because, unfortunately, yeah, this is not. It's not okay, right? I mean, I did not consent to anybody opening my third eye, but apparently that's some kind of thing, and you know, right? There are just some things that perhaps some just still are closed off to. And maybe that's not a good idea all the time. Regardless, all right? Yeah. If I, like I said, if I see any real activity, but I am going to try and get another camera out just in case it catches something. But I don't have any, there is somebody, I think, in Elton who might have some equipment. So I'm going to try there. And there's a couple paranormal societies in Pennsylvania, but it's basically just, and I can just say 100%, I know that, yes, activity that may not be, yeah, can definitely be caught. And so that's for sure. Regardless, I wasn't really looking to do any work and just healing up. So I have labs tomorrow. Um, Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yep, labs. Get everything tested on my blood and all that. Check my potassium, all the fun stuff. Um, and I also have some kind of pain management appointment. And yeah, anyway, so some of this stuff is definitely certain things, but just some of it can't be. And so I don't care who thinks what at some point. But this is not like normal at all for people with Parkinson's. Like my legs just don't, right? Um, Maybe some people aren't as sensitive to some things as others. So, I could be extra sensitive, but just it's like everything I know to do. I'm armored up. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, so, right. Something else, pulling me or something. So, right. Some of it, a few people know about. And yes, that's why I've had to go to therapy and had post traumatic stress. And so, you know, I have not been found to be delusional by more than one doctor. And I'm not going to go through all this shit anymore. I said it out loud because I'm trying to clear everything. And, you know, my neighbor's acting out. And so, best I can do right now is two, two videos, two cameras right now. And I'm not going to be online. I mean, I'm just trying to clear everything out. Um, but there's definitely activity that can be caught. Um, and I did get enough sleep last night, so that's good. I mean, I know how to do that, but like I said, it's like a whole different sensation in my head. Mhm. Like something's keeping me awake, and there's not a doctor I've been to or anything in any. So, if people don't want to respect the fact that I've spent years being me, and I'm used to being empathetically open, and sometimes the veil is thinner, and there are shifts and changing happening, and but if the demons want to mess with somebody, right? There's no such thing. Okay, no problem. So yes, normal, rational, calm people, which is basically why I kept saying. But that was mostly for other reasons. So some of the things that I wanted to do, there and hold until the at least January 21st. But anyone locally wants to take over the ministry, so I don't have to close it, that is good to go. So Elton, Maryland, right? Don't worry. Um, yes, but unfortunately, I don't know. I mean, I could have an unfriendly psychic connection, but I don't channel on purpose. Exactly. I don't do any of those things. And so don't have respect. I don't give a shit. I'm not kidding. And I am scared. And it's very disturbing at this point. And I'm not mentally disturbed. Pretty much. Like everyone in this town knows that. All the doctors who work around here know that. The doctors elsewhere know that. Right. I keep track of that stuff very, very cautiously. And some people may not like it. But like just I kept picking up on something and it kept interfering. But it's like it is kind of like hate, but it it's more like very harsh energy. But this other stuff is ongoing anyway. But the one thing I did forget to do, because I'm just like, what the hell? Oh, by the way, my eyes are puffy, everybody. All you dodos want to make my life even more fucking stressful and difficult. Just can't believe a fucking woman online when she got evidence that there's something happened that's very not cool. I don't care. Somebody will. My eyes are puffy. Everybody, yes, because when I cry, and it takes days sometimes, but it's something. It's becoming, more evident to me. It's just like, right. Part of me is not like all working, and I'm a physiology nerd. Nobody's gotten any kind of imaging of anything. So, but a lot of this is the problem is, yes, how quickly it seems like stuff seems like it's changing, like while I'm sleeping and staying still. So I'm just making notes of it. But I'll get another image at some point. But the webbing is not explainable, and so I'm just keeping a note. But I'm not gonna. Yes, I'm being attacked by something, and so I'm not gonna let somebody who doesn't believe or can't feel or wants to not give a shit or thinks that there aren't possibilities beyond what anyone can imagine. There are people who have legit situations who aren't in mental hospitals because they're sensitives and they have gifts. And we don't belong there. And even mental hospitals agree that I don't belong in a mental hospital. So, some asshole wants to give me some shit, well, fucking catch up or just get out of the way. Equipment. I don't want to be alone here. It can be sensed, okay? But yes, I'm just trying to describe the sensations. And that's I'm making my medications. But I'm also noting things that are likely Parkinsonism. And so this is what I'm saying. So the surgery, there's some things could be. However, like, I'll just get it on video. But fuck anybody who doesn't like at least want to try to listen to me. Especially if you're an actual investigator and you've done this for a while. Right? Right. I would do it for someone else. Well, that might be what happened. I was trying to help someone else way back, but people have felt some shifts, so there's a bigger picture. But this is just not, normal, everyday, explainable. Even if I were like looking at like fringe physics, right? It's just not. So I, touch on quite a few things, but I mean, it's still a documentary no matter what. But yeah, it's when I'm sleeping, you know, um, I'm not saying it's all unfriendly. I'm saying most of it's fine, but there's something that isn't. But I get it. It's like a disturbance that is like I can't explain. And other people apparently have had some issues. But even if that was a fake, then how the flock, right? would it have happened to me? Like, you know what I'm saying? No, I don't give a shit. I need somebody on the fucking ball right the hell now. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I have right, but I'm getting tested, but I don't have time, and I'm not going to be in a certain situation when there's evidence, some of which is very clear to some people. So I made that video for a purpose. Everything else, though, I have one item on Etsy. Either it comes or it goes, but I'm moving space and moving things around and just cleaning and clearing anyway. But I was hoping maybe that I could get another little camera working, because it'd be easier to see like certain things. But I can't wait for like medical imaging. Yes, this has been the issue, and there are medical people who are now beginning to understand that. Yeah, maybe I'm not totally like off base. Okay, which is why I need some assistance from, yes, genuine people who know way more about certain things than me. All right, but I don't need anybody psychically connected. Please don't do that. Just please don't try and, yeah, it's all right. And I'll just describe it, because it was not like this, and now there's other things happening that are a little more noticeable. So what I'm saying is, anybody got equipment, paranormal style, or you want, right? I'm sure you'll get some hits a lot in some ways, and something, just like, so I'm just trying to describe it the best I can, because like I said, there's nothing on me. I mean, it's not like I'm not as concerned about it, other than I am kind of concerned about that. Yeah, same things were happening to me, and right, I mean, I couldn't like function. But after quite a few years and other things, then so I'm trying to close everything down, everybody, my internet, everything. I mean, everything I can, but I'm leaving my phone on. But I'm not kidding, and I'm scared. And there's some things I don't know about that maybe some do, but it isn't my mental status I question here, because I got people on that, right? So yeah, sometimes when I pray in tongues, it's different from other people. It sounds different, but I don't know. I am sensing mostly good, but something else is happening that, yeah, is just not kosher, and it's just not totally normal, and it's definitely anomalous. But that's what I'm doing my solid best to try and get every kind of evidence. And so a lot of it's on my Twitter account. Like, some things might be helpful, but that's why I made that video. And if people don't have the fucking time to look at like a 20-minute video, then I don't have time to worry about that, because there's other sources and people who might have some clue or some ability to assist me. But for gathering paranormal evidence, I'm sure that you'll get hits I mean, I can sense it and feel it. So that's another reason. But I'd rather be comforted by people who kind of understand things a little better. Okay. Which is why I would like, more people interested in human psychology kind of doing it more the mystical Carl Jung way, because it's not always mystical, but to give me some bullshit that some things just aren't real. It's just, yes, I'm informed. So, yeah. And I'm sure there's some male paranormal investigators can understand. I wasn't even on an investigation. And, right. I mean, anyway. So, for the rest, like, I did get a shower. I got some, and, my doctor's appointment set up all. And I got ride to the grocery store, so those things are good. I've been trying to do certain things for my voice, but it just doesn't seem like, something's going on there. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I mean, I definitely don't want to be here by myself, and I spent a lot of time trying to take time to do all these things to discern through all of that. So normal, nothing, all my, well, plus there's no cancer, so that's good. I mean, but I've got all kinds of images of my body, which, if it changes, then I've got the pre-images. Okay. And if it's not right, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, whatever. But nobody's going to tell me how fuck my body works and how everything feels. And to tell me that I'm not feeling like, yes, many odd sensations. And, jeez, man, can't help it if you're not open sometimes. But the things that I put on my, I can't take any. I mean, I had room for one client, but I don't want to do that. Because I want to get this, make sure that there's whatever needs to happen. But, the last time I really started, there were definitely like curtains moving. It was like somebody was like sneaking around or something. But that was all on video. And people know I'm a rational human individual pretty much from, I mean, I get a little nutty when it comes to the ice hockey. Everybody knows that, but still, right, I'm not delusional. I'm not having delusions. And so that's not the case. I'm sure there's paranormal evidence. That's one thing. But I'm also a little bit scared because this doesn't, it's not, it is a little bizarre. But I'm not the only one who's experiencing things like that too. That's the other thing. But I pray, obviously. And like I said, I'm feeling pretty good about certain things. But then, yes, I get these, like, and sometimes it doesn't, I don't channel on purpose. I don't do any of those things. Like, not like that. And really, all I was trying to do, like, I know there's some stuff, yes, coming, it's fine. Just that one little disturbance, and it isn't friendly, whatever. So I could be picking up on another human somewhere. It's hard to discern, but I'm just too concerned about that now because it's just like, a lot of that stuff, like, that's what I mean. And some of it, right, I described to psychiatrists. Who know? But yeah, I'm arming up, man. Other such things. So I have to say no client online. And I'm not going to use Twitter as much. I'm just going to try and clear everything out. But I am going to send out, like, help me until somebody does. It's basically the gist. So I have cleared out some stuff. And, you know, I will probably just try to leave recording on just in case, because I've been, yeah, I don't check for them. So my health generally, though, is as good as they can be for what it is. So this is good. So yes, abruptly closed my Etsy shop, and the ministry is on hold. If there's someone, yes, wants to take it over, pretty much you can. But I'm going to dissolve it as of January 21st. And there's some other things I have to take care of. This is not something that I'm going to be telling fucking anybody's going to be telling me ain't freaking happening. You shall see. And then when you find out what kind of shit it put me through, then say, you wanted proof? Well, fuck you. But you'll get it. You'll get it. Yeah, just prayers, but everybody once a day. I know people know exactly what I'm saying. And I know that there's interest in trying to get some stuff evidenced. Right. Yep. So, yeah, that's generally the case. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, just everybody take care of each other. If something happens again, I'll just put it, but I don't want to run it right now because I got to move some things around and, make things a little more accessible and clean. So, I got to remember this again. I know this new dating. Jeez. But people, if you're not experienced, you see what I'm saying? Some of you know that you're like kind of weird about this stuff. And you might be on like, nice cocktail like LSD, Cymbalta, and cocaine. So you can't help me. It's all good. Don't come here. It's very boring. But otherwise, I'm just gonna keep trying to ask for some assistance here because I can't discern or interpret, and it could be something that's someone just easily would be able to. Yeah, but I'm a little off in discernation because I'm also tired. So, but trying to keep track of things, that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm just, yes, this is the video. This is so that I'm keeping track. Instead of writing is becoming more difficult for me. Yeah. So generally, that's what's happening. Supermax this little area is pretty much almost done. So, I might just, yeah, if anything's that's definitely noticeable happens, but I'm gonna put different lights up and see what I can, because I'm a little concerned. And I don't give a shit when anybody tells me anything. Yeah, there's some people know what I'm talking about. Yeah, but everybody just try to be cool and try to be kind. But if you're feeling too sensitive, by the way, people, right, back away or close down. There are ways to do that. I'm having trouble. That's my right. So I can ask for help any which way I want. Yes, and I'm sure that there will be a resolution. But say something can't hurt me is a lie. So you want evidence and proof. Great. So I'll go more. I will go through more hell and shit to do it. That's how I'm feeling about a lot of people and a lot of things. So, right, people who actually have, like, yep, equipment. There's paranormal investigators in this country. I know have equipment. I can't pay anything. Yeah, right. But so you got to pay your own way. I'm gonna keep bothering people until I get some kind of like proper assistance. Thank you, though, everybody. Like, love is love. Humans are humans. You know, like some things I am more sensitive about, and some of it is that some of it has to be either otherworldly or yeah something. So that's another thing. Anybody's doing side experiments or yeah whatever. Just you could maybe back off me, and maybe I'm picking up on something. You see, I'm getting at everybody, but I'm just keeping track of anything I notice, anything that may or may not be, but the the chances that there's loose wires are just slim to zero. There, and that can be confirmed also by the maintenance man. So yeah, a real legit individual who has a heart and gives a shit that some things are actually real that you may not understand. And so I need those kind. Okay. Yeah, stone cold sober. I get checked every which way. You understand? Right. And there are people around here who know me. I'm the sanest one around here almost. Don't think that I don't check these things. But that's why, exactly why I'm saying that, at the very least, Jungian psychology and parapsychology is, be any number of things. And just because like somebody's trying to tell me they can't hurt me, I'm like, your words, sir, do not make that true. And I'm better than a lot of people at never getting down that way. So, right. Okay. Yep. I could use some friendly company anyway. But I'm telling the paranormal researchers, for those who want to try and get some, yep. If you got equipment, I guarantee you're going to be getting hits. You're going to get right. That's what I can say. But yeah, I'm not going to have somebody use words on me. You understand? This is going to be figured out before it quite literally kills me, and it's not freaking Parkinson's that's doing that. Can't trust my words. Get the hell out of my way.